Welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to be making two different kinds of breakfast breads. The first bread is a breakfast pineapple cheesy bread. So good. And the second one is going to be a biscuit. It's going to be a bacon maple cheese biscuit. Absolutely delicious. One of my favorites. So let's get started. And we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. Okay, we are going to put in 2 cups of all-purpose flour. We're going to add 3/4 cup of sugar. We're just going to pour it all right in. We need 3 teaspoons of baking powder. 3. We need 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. We need 1 teaspoon of regular salt. We need 14 ounces of crushed pineapple. I know that most of the Del Monte are 20-ounce cans, but this calls for a 14-ounce can. So I just took out 14 ounces and weighed it and make sure I had enough. And I'm going to use that for like smoothies or something else. Something good. And this is undrained. We keep it with the liquid and all. And then we're going to need 1 egg. Just pop that right in. We're going to need 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. I'm almost out, so maybe I got just enough. I do. I think it's going to be perfect. That is wild. Perfect. 2 tablespoons exactly. Okay, I'm going to take my dough whisk and just whisk this around. I just got it all over me. Oh, this smells so good. We don't want to overbeat it. But this is such a fast bread to make for breakfast. I'm going to add in 1/2 cup of sharp cheddar cheese. Just kind of fold it in. This kind of reminds me of pineapple casserole, and that is my favorite. Pineapple casserole is one of my favorite things to have. These muffins are great. You can cook a pound of bacon, and oh my gosh, you've got breakfast. And it's so different and so good. Okay, now we're going to put in 1/2 cup of chopped walnuts. Just fold it right in. You can use pecans or whatever nuts you like. I would like to try this one day with raisins. Okay, smells so good. I'm going to put in 1/4 teaspoon of coconut extract because you don't want it overpowering, but just a little, because coconut and pineapple go so good together. So 1/4 teaspoon just gives it a little pop. Here we have our batter. Just looks so good. Oh, this is a delicious bread. And now I'm going to grease and flour my baking pan. It's a 9 by 5 or 9.5 by 5 inches. I'm trying to save my baker's joy for just cakes. And like if I just have one pan, I can just use the shortening. Save me some time. Save me a little bit of money. But you do need a greased pan. A little bit of flour just on hand. Okay, we have our pan all greased and floured. Now we are going to take, I better grab a spatula. Normally I have all my tools right here with me, but I'm a little bit off today. At least this time I didn't forget the sugar. Last time I made sweet bread, banana bread, I believe it was. My oven's ready. Perfect timing. How awesome. So last time I made banana bread, I forgot the sugar. Or was it blueberry? It was blueberry gingerbread. I forgot the sugar and added it later. This looks so good. I'm excited. We are going to let this set for about 30 minutes. I always let my breads and cakes and everything rest for about 30 minutes, and then we're going to pop it in the oven. It just kind of like, I don't know, it makes it better. I don't really understand the science behind it, but it really does make your breads better. So I'm going to set this aside. I'll be back in just a few minutes. It's been 30 minutes. Now we're going to pop it in to a 350-degree oven for 1 hour, 60 minutes exactly. If the top starts getting a little too dark, I'll put some foil over it. I don't like dark colored breads and things like that. I like them light. So if it starts to get dark, I'll check on it in about a half hour, see how it's going. But this is such a great bread, guys. Be right back. We are now going to be making our breakfast bacon and maple syrup biscuits. So good. And I've got some bacon right here. And what I'm gonna do is, this is just some leftover bacon that, you know how I don't cook the whole pack. And sometimes I just save it for seasoning or something. I'm gonna dice these, I'm gonna cut these up with scissors and put them in this pan and save me a whole lot of time of cutting or having to dice up this bacon. I'm just gonna cut it with my scissors. I have had the past couple of weeks, I have been missing in action. My mother's been very sick, but she's on the mend, my daughter-in-law, and so I have not been doing videos. I've been running here and there, but this week I plan on taking my mom some of these muffins and some of that pineapple cheesy bread. Yeah, these are a great gift to take. Like somebody has a baby and you're taking a meal for them, you can pop these right in with the meal and share them with them so they have something to eat for breakfast too, not just for dinner, but for breakfast. I've only needed 8 slices. Smells so good in my kitchen right now. I thought I had filled up my sink with hot water. I just filled it up with cold. I try to fill it up, you know, get my dishes washed, be able to wipe everything down, but I filled it up with cold water. But these are going to be bacon maple, so a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of saltiness, very filling and very good. I don't know what smells better, the bread or the bacon. I'm just going to get a plate with a paper towel. We're going to get this bacon up and get it in them biscuits. Oh, so good. My bread is looking really good, but I am going to put a piece of foil over it because that's about as dark as I want it to be. But it'll be ready in about 20 minutes. Now we're going to put our ingredients together. We've got our bacon all fried up. And I did kind of go through it and make sure if there was any little bigger pieces, it's so crispy. But if there's any bigger pieces, I just kind of tore them apart with my fingers. So we have 4 cups of all-purpose flour and 4 teaspoons of baking powder. Okay, this time we're going to use 1½ teaspoons of kosher salt. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Biscuits are going to be delicious. Okay, Okay, and then we're going to put in 1 cup of cheddar cheese, sharp cheddar. It was a cloudy day and now the sun's coming out. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. Now we are going to grate 1½ sticks of butter. So we need 3/4 cup of frozen butter. Take some parchment paper. And this butter is frozen. I always keep frozen butter in my freezer, just for things like this. It's hard as a rock. It does take a little time, but while we're waiting for that bread, we've got plenty of time. We have a whole hour. And then we have 2 things done for the week. And if you want to surprise someone and bring this as a gift, you can keep one for yourself and surprise someone. Frozen butter, the coldness of that butter hitting that oven makes the best biscuits. This looks so good. Butter makes everything better, y'all. Cheese. Here's our butter. Little curly butter. Isn't it so cute? It's just fun doing something different. Now we are going to take back our mixture. Now we're going to add in our butter. Don't want it to come off. Okay. Now we're going to throw in our bacon. It is completely cool. We don't want it to we don't want hot bacon on that cold butter. So now we're going to use 1½ cups of buttermilk. Okay. So we're also going to put in 4 tablespoons of pure maple syrup. We're going to need 2 tablespoons in a few minutes. I'm going to take my dough whisk and just start mixing. Kind of get it together before my hands get in there and get all messy. Because my hands will get in here. I think I'll take off my rings. Okay, we're just going to get in here and get to work. Starting to really feel it come together. Doesn't feel as, the softer it gets, the better it gets, kind of wet feeling. Start pushing our dough together. We don't want to overbeat our dough, but we do want to kind of push it together so we can roll it out. Oh my goodness, this is the perfect biscuit dough. We're going to put it right back in here. We're going to put some plastic over it so the dough won't dry out, and we're going to put it in the refrigerator for about 15-20 minutes, and I'm going to check on that pineapple bread. This is that wonderful pineapple bread. I just took it out of the oven. So I'm going to preheat my oven to 450 degrees for my biscuits, but we're going to let this cool. This is so good. Let it cool, friend. Let it cool. Don't cut it. Perfect looking bread, and I always tint mine because, like I said, I don't like it real dark. I'm going to take it out of the plastic. Just a little bit of flour. I'm going to flour my surface. We don't want a whole lot. Need to get out my rolling pin. And this dough is very cold, and that's the way we want it. We don't want to work it too hard. You can see that butter inside of it. big chunks of butter there. Okay, we're going to fold it over. I'm going to roll it out one more time. I need a little bit more flour. Just flour my hands real good. Okay, and I'm going to fold it over one more time. And then one more time, and then we're done. So 4 times folded. Kind of even it out a little bit. And this is going to be it. Got my biscuit cutters. Not going to make them too big, but I don't want them too little either. I'm just going to use a regular size. I'm going to take our shortening and we're going to grease our pan. You can see the cheddar, the bacon, the butter. See the little bacon sticking out? So good. That maple syrup just, it really makes this. I'm going to roll it back out because these make about 18 biscuits. I can't wait to cut that pineapple bread. It's just staring at me. I put 16 biscuits on here because I like my biscuits touching. It just makes a better biscuit. I'm gonna stick these in the refrigerator for about 15-20 minutes so they get even colder, and then we're gonna pop them in that 450-degree oven. And I've got enough. That was 16 biscuits, and I got enough for about 4 more. And what I'm gonna do with these is I'm gonna freeze the dough, and I'm gonna make about 4 biscuits, and I'm gonna freeze it. I'm gonna make them out and flash freeze them and throw them in a bag and make my own. So if I'm home by myself one day and I just want some breakfast, I'll have me about 4 biscuits, a little tray, and put them right in my freezer. I just don't want to cook all of them, and I kind of want to have some to save for later. This is our pineapple bread. I'm going to turn it out and put it on a cooler. It should fold right out. It should, but if it don't, just take a little knife, little steak knife, and kind of go around it. But make sure you did let it cool for about 15-20 minutes. Beautiful. I'm just gonna flip it over. We're gonna get these biscuits in, and they're gonna be good. 450 degrees. I'm gonna put these in the oven for 17 minutes exactly. You might wanna check on them at 15 just for your oven, but I've made these before, and 17 minutes works great for my oven. This is my pineapple bread, and we're gonna cut it, and I can't wait. I was really good. I didn't cut it while it was too hot. It is warm, it is not hot, and it's not cold. So that's what we want. Let's cut this bread. I normally like to add butter to my bread, but I'm not gonna do that today. And I'm gonna save this end piece because my husband likes the end piece. But I'm gonna show it to you. Look at that. That is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. But I am going to save that for him. That's his favorite, and I'm going to do that. Oh, it's so good. Y'all look, this bread, the texture is unbelievable. It's so moist. Now I can't wait to taste it. This is the texture of the bread. You have to try it. So good. Not too sweet, not too savory. Perfect. Oh my goodness. Look at that. I'm gonna let them sit and cool for a minute, and I'm gonna show you how flaky and beautiful they are, and I'm gonna take some to my mama while they're still hot. I'm gonna put this maple syrup right on my biscuits. This is breakfast, y'all. Southern style biscuits with cheddar cheese, bacon, maple syrup. My dog's wanting to go out, but I want to eat one of these biscuits. Priorities. Let me go let her out. Okay, these are hot and they're good. These are my biscuits, y'all. Southern style maple cheddar cheese and bacon biscuit. Now, I gotta try one, but they're hot. These are my biscuits. See those layers? Oh my goodness. That's why you fold it up. Look, there's the bacon inside, cheddar cheese. Oh, I gotta try it. You gotta make them. You gotta make these cheddar, bacon, cheese biscuits.